Welcome to week 2, day 2 of the Living Well Peak Mind Challenge. My name is Zinat Potia and I'm so glad you joined us today. Today's practice is entitled the Body Scan. In this practice, we're going to be moving our attention over different parts of our body, making note of any sensation or lack of sensations which we encounter. Let's get started. Make sure that you've found yourself a comfortable posture in which you can be still. Ideally, your feet are connected to the ground, hands in your lap, shoulders are back and down, spine is upright. You might want to take a couple of deep breaths and just release and let go of whatever happened before you arrived to practice today. And so we can have a clean slate to begin from, to establish and cultivate mindful awareness. Feeling the connection, sensing the connection of the feet on the ground. The earth element which supports us. It's not just wishful thinking, it's reality. We have the gravitational pull of the earth that's always here, that holds us in place, literally. And so we can sense into that through the pads of the feet. And then that's the entry point. It's the whole body, the heaviness of the bones. And the earth element is grounding, it's stabilizing. It has the ability to conduct electricity discharge, so we can discharge, imagining our difficulties, any challenging mental or emotional states. If you wish, you could let them flow down, 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 trusting your heaviness, as Rilke says, and trusting that the earth has the capacity to hold and to support us. And so moment by moment, releasing through the bottoms of the feet. And we're not clutching the feet to the ground. It's a steady, relaxed contact with the earth. One of mutual support, gratitude, appreciation for all that we have received in this moment, all that is freely offered and given by this planet. That makes our lives rich, that makes them joyful, that makes them possible. The air we breathe, the air element. Bringing your awareness now to the nose area, the nostrils. The air comes in, nourishing us with life force or prana. And then we exhale. Inhaling the oxygen, exhaling the carbon dioxide. It comes and it goes. The air element has a fizziness, has movement. It's not static. You can feel externally the air element as breeze or wind. And then we have wind internally, certainly through breath and other ways. Sensing into that air element in the body. Softening the eyes, muscles of the face relaxing, cheekbones, jaw, tongue. We practice in quietude and silence. We give our speaking faculties a rest. So feeling that relaxation in the mouth area. If there's a sigh, you can let it out. Softening the neck muscles, the back of the neck, the occiput where the head attaches can be quite tense for many of us. Is it possible to relax a little bit? The shoulders relaxing and softening, the chest, Pausing at the heart area, inviting in some tenderness, some softness. If there's pain or tension, it's not something we need to get rid of. Bring a kind awareness to it. It's like this right now. Naming and calling into the light releases some of that tightness or the tension. It can, certainly, it may not for you. And if it doesn't, it's not a problem. You're not doing it wrong. Just stay in your body over and over again. Stay in your body. Your mind will have a tendency to pull you away. So when you remember or notice that you've become lost, come back. Come back to your physical presence, your felt sense of the body as we move through the body scan practice. Traveling down your arms, really relaxing the hands. Our hands are so busy all day long doing stuff. Giving them a break. Awareness of the space between the fingers. Softening and relaxing the abdomen. And then the hips. We ground in our hips. Is it possible to also feel a kind of buoyancy in the hips? A lightness? We can hold both intentions, groundedness and buoyancy. If it's just groundedness, sometimes we can experience stagnation or feeling stuck, heavy. But coupled with buoyancy and lightness, there's more flexibility, there's more openness, receptivity to the moment-to-moment unfolding of our lives. It's as if somebody prodded you or like a jack in the box, you could spring up. You have that level of attentiveness and awareness. And so the water element internally can manifest as certainly sweat and tears for us in the body, fluids, blood, and all of the fluids running through our body that help us function. It's also sometimes emotions can become frozen. So water represents movement, it represents change. The water element can be very healing. It can help us release toxins in the form of sweat, emotions, emotional states in the form of tears. And then there's water element outside. The oceans, the lakes, 75% of the earth is made up of water. And we come from water. That's the origin of our species, of life form on earth, actually. So imagining the body in a warm, buoyant body of water, floating, relaxed, safe, at ease, at home. Traveling down the legs. If there's any parts of pain in the body or tension, you might consider the fire element. The fire element can be seen internally as ardor, as our commitment to practice, to mindfulness, to anything in our life that matters deeply to us. We can bring a certain degree of passionate engagement. There's a fire element, there's heat and connectivity. Fire element externally is life-giving, it's healing also, and has a charge. And it's an information system. Anger is a fire element. Just anger without ill will is information that something's wrong, something's unjust. So we learn to work skillfully with the heat of the fire element. And now bringing awareness of the whole body, you can go in any direction you like, from top to the bottom or bottom to top. And don't forget the back body, the back ribs, the spine. Very much an integral whole, the front and the back body, and awareness of the body in space. Proprioception, it's called, how our body situates in terms of what's around us externally. It's an awareness we can develop, and to know that the space element is not something we talk about often, but it's here. There's space between when I speak and I don't speak. When I move, the air and the space are also supporting and holding us and helping us go where we need to. And spaciousness of mind is what we're cultivating with any type of mindfulness, especially awareness of the body, embodied awareness, this proprioception of how we fit in to the external world in terms of space. And then we can have a broad view of spaciousness. The awareness is more open. It's taking in everything in its field. It's non-judgmental, non-interfering, receptive, open, and it sees clearly. Quite transformative to practice in this way. Thank you so much for joining us today. Before you go, if you're enjoying the challenge and want to keep up with our channel, please hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell notification if you want to be notified whenever a new video posts to this channel. If you want more mindfulness, we've got links to mindfulness resources in the description box below this video. Make sure you check those out. Thank you again for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.